Russia so Russian.
There was a big scandal that everybody's already forgotten about because we live in an eternal present of now where nothing matters. The DOJ indicted 2 Russian agents for laundering money to Tenant Media, which is a media company set up by some conservative influencers. And they were giving money to very big influencers like Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, and Benny Johnson all got caught up in this PSYOP. And I think it's hilarious because these are the people who are constantly telling everybody that everything is a PSYOP. And I was like, how are of course the everything is a PSYOP people got caught being used in a PSYOP. You're the biggest marks of all time. It's hilarious to me that also the people who are like, everything is a Russian hoax are now infiltrated by Russia. Russia is everywhere, by the way. Russia has infiltrated everything, including this podcast.
And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
We are happy to tell you that this podcast is being brought to you by Russia. I'm just kidding. I'm just mad I'm not valuable enough to be used as a Russian asset. Where's my rubles? China, I know we've had a rocky relationship, but I'm open to your millions. I'm taking offers. And speaking of Dave Rubin, I can't believe my content was exactly what Russia was looking for.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Some of you know. Dave does seem like the kind of guy who has exactly the right factory settings to be manipulated by Russia.
I understood that reference.
Tim Pool was getting like $400,000 a month.
I literally laughed myself to sleep reading the indictment when I was in Dallas as this was breaking, because it's filled with, the whole indictment is filled with so many hilarious details, but particularly ones like the fact that I think it was either, I don't know if it was Dave or Tim, I think it was one of the two, who was skeptical about such a lavish deal and where the money might be coming from. So they asked them for some proof of who is giving this money. And they came up with a 1-page bio of a fakely named, European businessman who you couldn't even Google. And they were like, oh, that's good.
Good enough.
Nothing could possibly be sinister here. They're all like, we were victims, which that doesn't make you look any better. I actually would prefer if you knew, as opposed to we were victims in this. We were manipulated by these 2 women who, I'm like, you weren't curious why these chicks had millions of dollars? That would be like me going to you and being like, hey, I've got $1 million for you to make some videos. Could you spread that stuff about Tucker being in the grocery store? No? Too obvious? Well, you've got to do it anyway for $400,000. You would be like, where does Bridget, this low-level mid-influencer, why does she have freaking $1 million? 10 million. The DOJ reached out to RT and they were just like, ha, 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 ha.
We reached out to RT for comment, and the company responded in part with the following: ha, 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 ha.
I mean, literally went Cartman on them. Na, 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 na. Now you are a chicken. Na, 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 na. You've all heard me talking about how much I love my Bone Charge red light face mask. I've been using their red light face mask and it's amazing. Getting older is not for the faint of heart, especially when you're on camera like yours truly. I've been noticing wrinkles, fine lines, sunspots, and I don't want to do a ton of intervention on these things. And red light therapy has been reviewed in over 4,000 peer-reviewed studies, with 400 plus being double-blind placebo trials. And not only do these studies show amazing health benefits, not one has shown any negative side effects. I love my Bone Charge red light face mask. I use it for 10 minutes every night, allow it to boost that collagen and elastin production. Other problems the red light face mask helps with: wrinkles and fine lines, sore jaw, eczema, migraines, acne, scar tissue, wound healing, relaxation, razor burn, and so much more. It's got near infrared and red light, and you can switch between them or use both at the same time, which is how I use it. Go to bonecharge.com/Bridget. Use the coupon code Bridget to save 15% off. That's BONCHARGE.com/Bridget and use the code Bridget to save 15% off. Link is in the description below.